Now I'm going to show you how to make the most delicious turkey gravy, and this is so easy and so delicious. So your turkey is resting, so I hope you got to watch my other video for roasting the turkey, the perfect turkey, and that's the one I used there, the Simply Better from Hogan's Farm, the Heritage Bronze Turkey. It's a really great product. They're from Kells, the farmers, and they're just brilliant. So while your turkey is resting, keep it covered in tin foil so it doesn't go cold, really important. And rest it for a good 30 to 40 minutes, definitely. So this is our juices. We used water, you could use stock, but all those lovely juices from the turkey. Remember, in the cavity of the turkey, I had orange, I had thyme. We did that lovely butter, so you're going to get a little bit of garlic in there. So if we just have a little look, you have all these vegetables. And I'll just show you first of all. So we have the red onion for sweetness, a little bit of celery, you could use leek, I didn't, some carrots, and they're all soft. So what we're going to do is we're going to mash them just with a little potato masher, just put a little bit of pressure, and then you kind of mush this all up. So this is on a very, very low simmer, that's really important. So just bring this in here. Now, so this is the base. I also wanted to show you with the giblet stock, how to make a giblet stock. I have some here. So the giblets from the turkey, if we just come and have a look, soak them in a little bit of cold water, cover them with some water, some vegetables, a little bit of sliced onion, put peppercorns into that, there's a bay leaf in there, and literally cook that for about half an hour. So we're going to put a little bit in here when we have it, a couple of spoonfuls of this, or ladlefuls. Now, what I am going to add into this is some beautiful poultry gravy. So if we look here, this is Irish Made, it's in Spice of Life, they're based in Dunmanway, and they would do so many beautiful sauces, the lovely beef gravy, the peppered sauce for Simply Better. So I'm going to put a full tub in here, and then we're going to thicken this with some flour, and I'm going to whisk in just a couple of spoonfuls of flour. This is going to get nice and thick. And don't worry if you add too much flour, which we don't want, you can add more of the giblet stock, or you can use the stock cube just to loosen it up, or you can put another of the poultry gravy. So let's just whisk this here, and I'm just using the small balloon whisk. So you just want this just to cook out. Just scrape all that lovely sediment down. And you could use corn flour, you could use some gluten-free flour too if you wanted to. Now, just while that's bubbling away, we're going to put in some Madeira, or you could use port or red wine, but Madeira is great in this. Just turn up the heat. So good splash. It is Christmas, another wee splash. So you got to cook out the alcohol. Madeira is a fortified wine, and this is so good, even if you're making a beef gravy. It's beautiful. This is some of the red currant jelly. So I'm going to use this. Gives a lovely bit of tanginess and tartness. Just a couple of spoonfuls. It's great with lamb. Really is a traditional compliment to lamb. And guess what? We're going to put more thyme in, so we are. So I'm going to get some of the lovely thyme and just pick off the little bit. And we're going to actually chop this with the stalks and all, because all this is going to go through the sieve. Now let's reduce the heat. Really, really important that you cook through your the flour. That's really important. And then just whisk this through here. So you may look at this and you think, oh, it's a little bit thick. I'm going to show you how you loosen it up, just with some of the stock that we've here, because you don't want a very heavy gloopy gravy. That's really, really important. It's the flavour from that beautiful turkey that honestly will give you that delicious flavour and that lovely poultry gravy. Now we're going to season this. Some sea salt, and then we're going to put in some black pepper. So I'm going to show you a couple of accompaniments. I'm going to let that simmer just for a minute or two. Let that simmer away. So Simply Better have some beautiful accompaniments for the Christmas dinner. These are 2 stuffings made from Mr. Crumb. Really, really lovely products. The first one here is the wild garlic and herb. So ciabatta crumbs, and then the wild sage and red onion. I really like this. It's really, really is delicious. Just literally warm that up, and what I like to do is actually, if you want to, you can put it into a little dish. Don't cover it, and then just get it nice and crispy, and it's so lovely. Then for our potato offerings, potato gratin. This is made with Drina cheddar. This is so good. So the potatoes just need to go into the oven just to cook through. Lovely little bit of that Drina cheddar cheese. And these are these lovely Irish garlic roasted potatoes from Ballymckenna in County Louth. They're great producers and they're just fabulous people. So there's a little dressing, just toss that off. You can roast them both in the oven. So this can all be done while your turkey is resting. Gravy, your comps. Now, red cabbage. Red cabbage, this is the red cabbage with some Irish beetroot, and I love red cabbage and it just is so delicious. My mother used to make the most delicious red cabbage. So there's lovely spices, there's a touch of apple in that, and some Irish beetroot, and then some Brussels sprouts. So what we've here, a lovely pecan dressing with some balsamic, and it's lovely kind of sweet and sour. It's really, really tasty. So you know there's a bit of work into doing the sprouts. So you can just pick this up, Simply Better, part of the Simply Better collection, and you can just literally warm that through. So let's have a little look at the gravy. I want to show you the consistency, just using a spoon, and it's really important that you let it simmer. And don't worry, we're going to pass that all through the sieve. It's going to be a smooth, smooth gravy. Now, whenever my mum did gravy at Christmas, and I always think of my mum because that's where I got the love of food, she put a splash of cream into it, and it was so nice. You can do that, I will allow you. I actually sneak a little bit in at home, but I never tell them. So see the consistency, and I'll show it to you when I've passed through a sieve. So it's not a really heavy gloopy gravy. That's really, really important. Right. The easiest way to do this is just using the ladle. I'll just switch this off now. So I'll just ladle it out and then push it through at the back of the ladle. You can see that lovely thyme and all those lovely vegetables that you cooked, or that the turkey was cooked on, you know, on like a trivet on the V-Rack roaster. And then you just literally push that back just with the back of the ladle. So you're kind of passing that, so here. Now you just say goodbye to what's in the sieve, not in the jug. You've got extracted all that lovely flavour. So I just want to show you the colour. There's more left in this. Now the tray will get hot, so you want to be very careful. And just literally all that lovely sweet red onion, the celery. Celery is a great vegetable and it gives so much flavour there. So even if you have extra gravy, it'll freeze and it'll keep. This gravy here will definitely keep for 4 or 5 days. So that poultry gravy will give a lovely richness, and again with the Madeira, it's a great ingredient to add. So see the way we just push that through. Yeah, nearly there. Flour I thickened it with, but you could use a little bit of corn flour if you wanted to. And if you think that it's a little bit fatty, which can happen, you know, because I put lots of butter onto the turkey, you can put a little bit of kitchen paper, just literally dab it on top of the tray just before you warm it up. And that's it. It's as easy as that. So again, I'm just going to show you the consistency. Into a jug, into a gravy jug if you want to. Slice the turkey. This it here. So you can see it's not too kind of thick. There's a nice little bit of colour there and richness. And have a taste. I would drink that by the cupful. The red currant is delicious in it, and it's nowhere too sweet. There's a beautiful flavour, but where you're getting the real flavour from is that beautiful turkey. So I hope you try this very, very simple and delicious gravy recipe. On behalf of myself and the Simply Better team, we want to wish you all a very, very happy and peaceful Christmas, and thank you all for the support. So I hope you enjoy the good food with your family and friends, and have a great Christmas. Thank you so much.